Hi everyone. Great to see 18 people already here. Good evening, good morning to all of you. I hope you can hear me clearly. We are live and we are thinking to take some questions for the next 30 minutes or so. I can see Sanjay is here already. Hi Sanjay. Kunal is here. Hi Kunal. All right. Who else is there? Manoj is there. Hi Manoj. Hi everyone. Great to meet all of you. Okay, super. So, Sanjay, you started with a question. It might feel weird. Okay, let me show it to everyone here. It might feel weird for you, but I'm unable to identify what can be my second source of income slash hobby. I studied something in engineering, and what I'm currently working are totally unrelated. Okay, got it. I did electrical engineering purposefully because I never wanted to be in IT. Okay, but I had to join IT because of limited opportunities. Okay, got it. So I think hobbies or side hustles can be many things. I recently wrote about this and also created a video. I don't know if you have seen that. So here is the link. Okay, I don't know where is my chat going. Okay, yeah, careertalkvlog.com. This is the link. So go over here. There is a full article on this subject where we've talked about what all you can do. In fact, I can try to flash that over here. I have never done that, but let me give it a shot. If I can, yeah, I think I can. So wait, okay. How do I do that? Hmm, yeah, sharing screen is something that I'm going to do. Uh, okay. Yeah, now I'm going to share. So I hope my screen is visible to you. This is the link that I just shared. So this is a free blog which we have created, and it has got multiple articles you can see over here. One is on the side hustles topic, another one is on financial planning, then there is one on AI and why AI has exploded. Another is on how do you contact me. So a lot of people, keep asking how do you contact. So there is an article on that. Then about experience being a liability or asset and whatnot. So there are a lot of articles on this particular portal. You can go and read, and I think this one is where we've talked about what are the various things you can do to to start earning on the side. I mean, not on a large scale, but on a small scale, things which kind of keep you employer safe. Okay, where there is no direct conflict between what you're doing and at work versus what you're doing as a side hustle. So to summarize, it can be skill based, time for money kind of a service. It can be productized, where you are selling some products or productizing your services. Then it can be digital assets. It can be a audience based or community based income, offline coordination or services, asset based incomes, platform or e-commerce based, and of course capital based. So you can go through this. It's a pretty lengthy one where we have listed all the possible things which we have seen people do on variety of platforms. You can have a look at it and then start something on the side. I mean, it does not necessarily need to be a very big thing, but something which can be short and sweet and give it a shot. So yeah, it's kind of trial and error, so to say. All right. So I hope that was visible and you guys were able to see it. If not, I have already flashed the link over here. All right. So now let me quickly take some questions and first see who all are there. So there is Sanjay, then there is Manoj, Abhishek, Surya, Nirmal. Okay. Nirmal, Surya, hi. Kiran. Okay. So first of all, Merry Christmas to all of you, and wishing all of you a very happy New Year in advance. There is okay. More and more people are joining in. So guys, why don't you first hit the like button? Last time, I think there were more than 600 people who were on the live, but nobody actually hit the like button because I did not ask for it. And that's how it works. So please go ahead and click the like button. What happens when you click the like button is basically it sends a signal to other people that we are live, and YouTube kind of helps us distribute or feed the live stream basically. Okay, so please go ahead and hit the like button. In the meantime, I'll start to take the questions. So there are few contact related information. If you want to contact me, this is the email ID which I will scroll on the screen now. You can contact me via that. Okay. If there is anything that you really want to discuss. Okay. Yeah. Now let me go step by step to the questions. Okay, Merry Christmas. So Kiran has a question. 15 years of experience, engaged in tech role. How should I look forward? Low in confidence when it comes to communication and connecting with people. I think, Kiran, you have answered your own question. If you have 15 years of experience and you are in a tech role, and if you are low in confidence on communication and connecting with people, then the answer is very clear that you need to stick to tech roles. Because other than the tech roles, if you get into anything which is, let's say, management or leadership or something which is going to be more on the communication side, then you will kind of struggle because that's what you've mentioned. So I think it is better to stay in a tech role. The only thing you need to focus on is how do you stay relevant. So depending on your tech stack, you need to continuously learn new things. Okay, so I think that should be your focus, Kiran. All right. Next question is from Surya Tej. I have 7.2 years of experience and have been unemployed since August 24. Oh my God. Despite clearing interview round, I'm seeking effective referral or recruiter-led opportunities to re-enter the workforce. 7.2 years of experience and unemployed despite clearing interview rounds. So where is the problem? If you're either you are not getting the right interview calls, or you are not able to convert those interview calls, or you're not getting enough interview calls, because I don't think there will be an issue for a 7.2 years of experience person to find a job. I mean, there are different type of challenges, but what exactly is your challenge? Okay, we need to kind of pinpoint that. Okay, so share more information. My email ID is there. Let me know how I can help. Okay. Next question is from so there is Manisha, there is Himanshu. Guys, just hit the like button before you post your question or say anything. Okay. Why HR are not from technical background, as this leads to scenario where they don't understand the role they are hiring for, candidate skills, due to which skill mismatch issue. Okay, so HR usually, in the HR fraternity, there are a lot of different type of roles, right? One role is the recruitment role, where their responsibility is to hire or facilitate the hiring process. So the HR is not supposed to be the decision maker, and they are not supposed to be the person who is going to evaluate the technical skills. So that is why they are not from a technical background, because they don't need to be. There will be somebody else on the panel who will be a technical expert or a domain expert or a management expert. Those are the people who are the decision makers. So HR is mostly the facilitation part, the process part, where they will engage with the candidate, then they will engage with the hiring team, the interviewers, and they will bring them together. They will, do all the admin part and all of that. So HR is not the decision maker there. There is somebody who's going to hire the hiring manager. They are the person who is responsible for that entire hiring. So that's the answer there. Okay. Next is the question from Mahendra. I have 20 years of experience in tech role in a PSU. Wow, same company. Looking for a change but unable to get through interview. So from PSU, where do you want to shift? Okay, that is a question, Mahendra. Please share more information on what is the kind of change you're looking from PSU to what kind of company, and if you're not able to get through the interview, what exactly is the problem you are facing? Are the questions tough, or are you not well prepared? Okay, what exactly is the problem? Manish Avasti, sorry, Manish Avasti. I'm working as a cloud architect. Then how shall I grow in terms of a tech? What shall be the roadmap? I shall prepare, keep AI checked. If you're already a cloud architect, then I think you're in a good place already, right? So I am probably not understanding your question properly. Let me read it. I am working as a cloud architect. Then how shall I grow in terms of tech? What shall be the roadmap? Shall I prepare for AI? Is if that is your question. Okay. So first of all, I think you are already in cloud, so which is a good news. So your growth is no longer about more doing more of different things. I think your focus should be on how do you get into advanced cloud architecture, for example. um, you don't need to become somebody who's an expert on the AI thing, but I think it will be a good idea for you to learn how AI workloads actually run on a cloud system, how generative AI systems are architected, right? So data pipelines, vector databases, APIs, guardrails, all of that. So I think you can start to prepare for AI, but not as a data scientist, but as an architect. So if you do this well, then I think you know you can be on the path to become a principal architect or something of that sort. So go and check for principal architect kind of JDs in the cloud space. That is where you will see what kind of expectations do people have, and then you can prepare. Okay, so that can be your live roadmap. Start with a JD of a principal architect in the cloud space, and then check the gap with your current skills and experience. All right. Next question, sir. Where did you buy that piano? Can you provide some recommendation and price points? Oh, it's just a background. Thank you for that. Uh, where to post questions? The questions are coming in the chat. Okay. In the YouTube chat, if you are joining from a mobile or a computer, you will have the option to put the questions, right? How is the software industry for 2026? Which is a question from Kailas. Okay, 2026. See, a lot of people will have different opinions and different thought processes for this one. I think what matters is how do you get into a role which is aligned with your strengths, which is something that you are good at. If you stick to that, then irrespective of the turmoil, whether it is layoffs or whether it is hiring or firing, whatever is happening, if you are good at what you do, then I think you will feel a lot more secure. So if you are a technical person, stick to technology. If you are more of a people person or a communication person, then get into people role or managerial or leadership kind of roles. But don't try to copy somebody who is into something, and you are not into that zone. So I think industry is going to stay. There will be, of course, new roles which will get created because of AI. There will be impact to existing roles because of AI, and whoever is adapting is going to survive. Okay. Uh, all right. Next question: does developing a SaaS tool can be considered as a side hustle? Yes, why not? A side hustle is basically something which you do on the side other than your full-time job, and which kind of gets you some money, right? So, oh, there is a new member in our community. So Kunal Indorkar is the new member. So thank you, Kunal, for joining our membership on the YouTube. Thank you so much. All right, great. Now let me take some more questions. For a 10 years of Java development experience, what should be the decent salary range? Oh, salary is totally dependent on so many factors, like what is your current pay, what type of company you're working for, whether it is product or service, consulting or GCC, what kind of company you work for, what kind of role you do. So it can be anywhere between, I mean, there are people who are 10 years of experience and making 10 lakhs, and then there are people who may be making 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs or more. Yeah, so the salary totally depends on your expertise, what kind of company you work for, what kind of negotiations you did, but it's a huge range out there. Okay. Mahindra, 20 years in the same company, government PCU, planning to jump to a MNC, unable to find where fit, experience is wide in various fields within the technical domain. Okay. So you will have to, Mahindra, you will have to reverse engineer your profile in a way which looks suitable to the companies, right? So look for, let's say, 10 companies, 10 MNCs where you want to work. Then look for what kind of openings they have, and whenever you find an opening where you think you are interested because of your past work, then you create your profile in a way where you highlight those skills and experiences from your PSU work which sounds appealing to the MNC. So that is the way to go. All right. Next question, Manoj Kumar. As an AI ML senior manager for a delivery aiming for executive roles, how should I balance the speed to market with the massive infrastructure and technical debt that comes with deploying autonomous AI? Wow. I think that is out of my league, but let me read the next question again. Manoj Kumar, as an AI ML senior manager for a leader aiming for executive roles, how should I balance the speed to market with the massive infrastructure and ethical debt that comes with deploying autonomous AI? Oh, that's a tricky one, honestly. Let me gather my thoughts around that. Manoj, you are a senior manager. So the balance between speed and long-term risk, if that is what you are asking, it is not a technical problem, right? It is a more of a governance or a decision-making problem. So you should never optimize for maximum speed. I think you should optimize for controlled speed. So I think whenever you are, building something, all that experimentation that needs to happen, they need to happen in the sandboxes, like usually it happens. So over there the speed can be fast, but in the production the speed has to be slow, right? And then you need to design the guardrails. So before scaling any system, you need to bring in the humans in the loop. Because if the decisions are high impact decisions, then humans need to be in the loop, right? And all those stuff like audit log trails and traceability and all of that. So you need to be more on focused on designing the guardrails, right? Yeah, those are the things which come to my mind right now. But I can think about it. Drop me a note. This question has made me think deeper. So drop me a note, please, on my email ID, and I'll be happy to think it further. Okay. All right. Let me go to the next question. Thank you, Manish. Visionary insights. What are the ways to shift from sales and business development to tech roles? I have 6 years of experience in sales and business development. Okay. So the first step is to ask what kind of tech you want to get into. So if you are in sales and business development, what product or what exactly were you selling? And what was that product all about? And was there a tech involved in that? So if you can find that out, that would be great. Otherwise, what tech are you interested in? And then think about, why will somebody give you a chance into a tech role? So it's difficult to get from a non-tech to tech unless you are really good at it, first of all, and you are ready to put that kind of effort. So there will be a lot of learning required. So the learning curve will be long and steep. You may want to join some institutes and learn, and then look for some placement opportunities. Or if you're working in a company where you are in a sales and business development role, check if internally, through any internal job posting, can they give you a chance into a tech role, even if not fully, then partially, right? So yeah, those are things that you can try. All right. Did I miss some questions, Sanjay? Yeah, it seems I missed some questions. Okay, I'll go back. So I'm a PL SQL developer with 4 years of experience. I have learned Spring Boot. Okay, but my resume is not getting shortlisted by top companies like JP Morgan. How can I improve my chances? So, what kind of roles are you applying for in JP Morgan? See, these companies are very particular about their job opening and what is your resume saying, right? So, it has to be a match. So, whatever is your experience in PL SQL, if that is the kind of requirement or opening they have, then they will shortlist, right? You may learn Spring Boot, but learning is like training, right? If they're looking for real hands-on experience, you will have to target those roles in an Oracle PL SQL. Okay, so if JP Morgan or EPAM or any company, if they have those roles, then your resume will get shortlisted. If they don't have those roles, then it will be difficult. Uh, to improve your chances, you should look for what are the most commonly used techs in these companies, right? Where is the hiring happening? Wherever you see a lot of openings, let's say if it is in Java or if it is in Oracle, then think about how do you gain that kind of experience in your current job so that your resume reflects that, and then that increases your chances of getting shortlisted. All right. Surya, I am clearing the first round, sometimes all interview rounds, but I am not receiving any final confirmation. What could be the reason, and how can I improve my chance? I don't know why this is happening. If you're getting selected, Why will they not give you the offer? That sounds really tricky. So Surya, drop me an email, okay? Drop me an email, and I'll be happy to read it and respond to you and give me more details about um, what exactly is going wrong. Okay. In the meantime, somebody has done a super chat, so it is my responsibility to go to that question first. So first of all, thank you for doing a super chat. Tech pivot. The question is, I am not able to clear technical interviews of late. In some interviews, questions were asked outside JD. Okay, kindly suggest how to outside JD. Okay, so see, interviews, like we have discussed so many times, interviews is more of a game of averages. Okay, so don't think about interview as something which you will be able to crack in the first few attempts. So whenever you are hunting for a job, think about the 10th interview you will give. Okay, so each interview is an experience. When you appear in an interview, you have to go with a mindset that, okay, I will be able to answer these questions. If I'm not, I will come out as a better informed person. Okay, I will have more idea of what kind of questions are these guys asking. So first of all, if they're asking outside the JD or resume, then that's something you can't control, and I don't think that will happen very often. Okay, that can happen once or twice, but usually people will stick to the resume or to the JD, right? But if they're asking you fundamental questions like data, what do you call it, data structures or algorithm based, then that is a given. Okay, that is something which they're supposed to do. So I think in one or two rounds or in one or two interviews, it may have happened that they ask something outside, but otherwise they'll stick to the resume or they'll stick to the JD. Okay, they're more interested in the JD. So in each interview, you should go with a mindset to learn the kind of questions they asked, make a note, prepare better, and go with more preparation or better preparation next time. Please remember that the interviewer has no idea of how nervous or how confident you are. The interviewer has no idea how many interviews you have failed earlier. Okay, so you need to show up with a lot of confidence and treat each interview as a playground where you learn more for the next one. And remember that your goal is to clear the 10th interview, but in order for you to clear the 10th, you need to fail 9 times and fail fast if you have to fail, so that you gain the failure experience sooner and prepare better. But if you have more questions on this, I will be happy to see your resume and tell you what went wrong. Drop me a note, please. Okay. My email ID is something which I will show you now. Okay. This is my email ID on the screen. So please drop me a note. All right. Next question is, okay, we have one more member now. Abhishek is our new member. So Abhishek, welcome to the YouTube community membership. You will get access to all the community, I mean, the membership only videos, and we are thinking to do something more for the members. So you'll get access to all of that. Kunal is also a member. So thank you, Kunal. All right. With that, I'll go back to the questions that I was taking. Okay. I just lost track of that. Okay. Okay. So Sanjay is waiting for a long time. Sanjay, I admire your work. Thank you, Sanjay. You're doing a great job. My question is, I'm working in a PSU bank, want to shift to IT for a business analyst role. Wow. You can do that, Sanjay. Um, are you facing any problem? That is what I want to know. Okay, the problem is mentioned, but not able to get selected in any of the interviews. I don't know how to prepare real projects. Oh, Real projects. I think the practical answer to this is, honestly, the practical answer to this is talk to somebody who is already a business analyst in a BFSI kind of a role. So BFSI, let me explain. So banking, if you are from a bank, right? If I got it right, yeah, you are from a bank. So see, think about it like this. There are a lot of IT companies that provide different type of services to banks, say software development service, testing service, support service. So a lot of IT companies have business analysis also is a part of that. So you will need to talk to somebody who is working in an IT company. Let's say it can be a service company like Infosys, TCS, etc., where they have a client like a bank. Okay. And that guy on the service side, which is TCS Infosys side, if they are in a hands-on BA role, then you need to talk to them, Sanjay, because those are the people who can tell you the real projects that they have done. Okay. Real experience or real projects can only come from real people. Another option for you is to use chat GPT or generative AI, but that will, you cannot just trust that holistically. It will give you some context of a banking project or a live project or a real project which you can put, but then you will not be able to get all the answers or all the relevant details from Gen AI. But those are my thoughts. Talk to somebody. If they charge you money for that, it's okay. I mean, there are a lot of people who can guide you with their real experience. Okay. With that, let me quickly check what is happening in the members area. Okay, so we have one more new member. Thank you very much, Surya Tej. Okay, thank you so much for becoming a member here. I'm just highlighting your name. So we have got Surya, we have got Abhishek. Thank you, Abhishek, and we have got Kunal. All right. Now let me go back to the set of questions I was asking. Where was I? Sanjay's question is done. So now we are to Akhila. Sir, added staying on a tax track. How to improve visibility updated? I'm forgetting which are not my hands on. I've already invested a lot of time learning them. How to prepare? I am not getting it. Added staying on a tech stack. How to improve visibility? I'm not understanding your question. Can you please rewrite this? Okay. Next question, Yash. Which role should I pick next for long career stability? Okay. What is the context? I have total years of 16 years of experience, 12 in operations, and moved to automation RPA from the last 4 years working as I don't have technical issues, still working in IT. I work in US healthcare. You have moved to automation RPA already, which is a good thing, Yash. Okay, so you worked in operations, you are into RPA from the last 4 years, and you don't have any technical issues. Do you mean you don't have technical, still working in IT? Okay. So, what is your question? Which role should I pick next for long term career stability? See, if you have got into um RPA, so let me read it again. This is a new question. 16 years of experience in okay, total years of experience is 16, 12 years in operations, moved to automation RPA from the last 4 years, working on technical issues in healthcare. What should be the long term career stability? Okay. So you have done a good job, I think, of moving from operations to RPA. Okay. Yeah. So I think if you're in healthcare, one is you should definitely learn the domain, right? So become better at the domain aspects of healthcare. Okay. Uh, but from an automation perspective, if you are interested in technical roles, then look for what all automations are happening in that particular space in your company, right? Other than the RPA. But I am not very sure whether you are a core hardcore technical person or not. So tell me whether you are more of a tech person or you are more of a people person. So drop me a note on the email ID which is there, Yash. Drop me a note with your resume. I'll be happy to see it. Okay. Unless I see your resume, I'll probably not be able to give you specific answer. Okay. Next question. 10 years in manual tester and not good in coding, confused which part to go. Can you please suggest? Okay, so very important point for all of you who are in testing space. If you are in manual testing space, I can tell you that it is not a good place to be in because of the kind of roles that are decreasing. Okay, it is not going to change overnight, but I can see, and a lot of people have told me that number of openings in manual testing are reducing. Okay, so one is try to move from manual testing to automation testing. That can be one option. Second is if you are good on communication and subject matter knowledge, then you can also try to move from manual testing into a business analyst role. It is not going to be straightforward, but yes, you can try, because on manual testing, if you know the business processes well and if you have the domain knowledge, you can try to transition into a BA role, or you can try to get into a automation testing role. I think those are a couple of thoughts that come to my mind. Manish says thank you for the questions. Okay, happy to help. All right. Visionary insights. What are the ways to shift from sales to tech roles? I think I answered this. Okay. Drop me a note if you have further questions on that. How is the BPO business in IBM in coming years? Wow, that's a very specific question. Vinod, I don't know specifically about IBM. Honestly, I have no idea, but I think BPO as a industry itself is heavily impacted by whatever is happening in the Gen AI space, right? Because now there is voice calls are also happening through a lot of AI tools, and anyway, chat bots and all those things were in place anyway. So I think BPO as an industry is impacted a lot because of automations and AI and all of that. So I don't know specifically about IBM, but generally my feeling is that BPO is heavily impacted. Okay. Suman's Kitchen, Java developer or Salesforce developer. I think both are good. I mean, I can't pick one of these. I think it totally depends on what is your choice or where you are and what kind of skills you have. I think both are good. I can't separate one from another, honestly, unless you give me more details of why. Uh, Hi, sir. I have around 18 years of experience in networking and have been currently working as a network architect. Okay, that's an interesting question. Let me read it again. Okay, another question. I have around 18 years of experience in IT networking and have been currently working as a network architect since 3.5 years. Advise what are the steps to take to move to the next level? So 3.5 years. Okay. Hmm. What can you do? Okay. I think on the networking side, there is a lot of things happening on the platform side, right? So being only on the networks is one thing, but networking plus cloud connectivity, security architecture, all of those things. So I think traditional networking is something which is kind of hitting the plateau. Okay, cloud networking or all those things where you're more of a hybrid and multi-cloud environment or connectivity. I think that should be your focus going forward, is what I think, in short. Okay, but I'm not an expert on networking, honestly. All right. Krish says hi. Okay, hello, Krish. How do you choose between software engineering and data science? Hmm. Are you good at coding? If you're really, really good at coding, then software engineering. If you are good, Abhijit, if you are a data person, then go for data. I mean, that's how I will look at it. Okay. Techie handle, is getting fired still taboo in IT industry? How to navigate getting into a job after being fired? Or there is a 9-10 minutes video which we have done on this topic. How do you exactly search for a job when you are laid off? Okay, so there is a 9-10 minutes video on our channel. Please go and watch that. I think that will give you a step by step guidance on what exactly one should do. Okay. In the meantime, let me quickly check what is happening on the other chat. Okay, so these are the guys who have joined our membership today. Thank you to Surya, thank you to Abhishek, okay, and thank you to Kunal. 3 of them. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take few more questions and then probably we will wind it up, maybe another 15 minutes or so. Okay. So I'll quickly browse through the questions. Sanjeet Singh, I have 10 years of experience in service-based company for a single customer or a single project on the same technology which is supported a tool. I lack skill and always scared. Yeah, I think you should be. Okay, if you're working in a single customer, single project, definitely you need to start to learn or get exposure to newer things, Sanjeet. It's time. Okay. For 10 years of DevOps in bank, what should be the salary? Bank DevOps 10 years. See, salary the real problem is there's no benchmark for salaries, right? Somebody can get 10 lakhs for the same job, somebody can get 50. But I think if it is a bank, they pay good. So I think they will definitely be paying good. I can't quote a number, but it should be way, way better than a service company, is what I can say. Okay. My daughter is in class 12. Give me top 3 career options that will be unlikely to be replaced by AI. I wish I knew the answer. My son is in 12th and I don't know the answer for this, honestly. Because we don't know what will happen after 4 years. The only thing which I can tell you is if your son or daughter is really good in programming, or they're really interested in tech related work, okay, if they are really into coding, or you've seen those signs that that these guys are going to do good in coding, then only they should get into IT. I mean, that's from a technical standpoint. If you think they have good analytical skills, they can talk and maybe get into a more of a people role or an analyst role, that's also okay. But otherwise, days are gone where you can be an average developer or you can be a support agent. All those roles are slowly coming down. So I don't know what are the 3 options unlikely to be replaced by AI. I don't think I know the absolute answer for that, but I would go by the philosophy that you should do what you are good at. Okay, if something is your strength, you should try to build on that. The same goes for the children. If you think your son or daughter is going to be good in in a specific line of work because of the signs or because of the skills you see already. That's where they should be. Don't worry about what is going to be there or not, because AI is going to impact most of the industries and most of the jobs. So people will have a AI impact irrespective of the industry. So all those people who are good at their job, they will survive. And that's why we need to get into jobs where we enjoy working with our strengths. Okay, next question. If someone is looking to switch jobs, what should be the approach, as most job postings seem saturated? If somebody is looking to switch jobs, hmm, if you're looking to switch jobs, the best approach is to create alerts. Go and create alerts, and you will be the first person to know when something is posted, right? So you can create alerts on Google, you can create alerts on LinkedIn, Naukri, for a specific type of job opening that you're interested in, right? You can create alerts at the company level. Okay, at the title, combination of a company and a title and a city, so that you directly get notified on your email or on your mobile, and whenever a new job is created, you become the first one to apply. I mean, that can be the way to be the first to apply. But otherwise, you need to talk to people, you need to network with people, you need to know what is happening where, um, and then increase the outbound, which is messaging more, talking more, and being informed. Okay, but I'm going to conduct a session soon on job search. uh, I think that will be somewhere in the first week of January, where it will be a webinar on job search, where we'll talk about resume, LinkedIn, etc., etc. So if you guys are interested, look for our community page. I will post something over there as soon as we plan that. Okay. All right. Vandana came back from US, not working since due to family and planning to be in India. 15 years experience. How to start career with AI? Okay, well, it's a very specific question. You have no experience, and how do you start in experience? How do you start with AI? Totally depends on uh, what you have done earlier. Okay, so unless I see your resume, Vandana, I will not be able to tell you specifically what you should do. You have mentioned you worked on legacy systems, so it is going to be a little tricky to do that transition, but not impossible. I think the first step in your entire journey should be to find a job. Okay, so AI can come later, but if you are not working, the first step is to get into the industry again, and then you should look for career in AI or learn skills and transition to AI. For more, you can drop me an email. Okay, we have hit 101 people, so there are 101 people live right now. I want all of you to hit the like button, please. I want to go and first check how many people have hit the like button right now. So I'm just doing it on my phone while I'm talking to all of you. I want to see how many people are kind and generous to go and hit a like button. Okay, it is as simple as that on the live stream. So whatever live stream you're watching, just hit the like button over there, so that it kind of sends a message to people that we are live. And I'm just checking how many people are doing that while I'm talking to you. All right. Thank you to all of you who have hit the like button. All right. Next question is, what other parallel jobs you are doing? I'm interested to start a YouTube channel, DevOps based. You can definitely do that. What other parallel jobs you are doing? I am, first of all, I'm not into a full time job anymore. I was into a full time job, but now I'm not. So I usually, I mean, social media is where I'm active on YouTube and LinkedIn. Those are the two social medias. I don't do much on Instagram and Facebook, but I'm there on YouTube and LinkedIn mostly. Then I have one-on-one coachings which I provide to people based on their need. It can be a one-time meeting, it can be a 3 months meeting, a series of discussions, it can be a 6 months. Depending on the requirement, we create a customized plan and help people find better jobs, earn better salaries, solve their career problems. So that is what I do. And what? Yeah, and I also run a group coaching program, which is like a yearly program where people can join for 1 year. It is not a one-on-one, but it is more of a group coaching program. So that program is somewhere where there are more than 230 people now are part of that. So I can give you the link to that because you asked the question. So this is the link to our yearly group coaching program. Okay, and this is the code. Okay, so this is the link and this is the code. Okay, this is the discount code. So if you are interested in a group coaching program, join this. 230 people are already here. uh, yeah, so that's what I do. Okay, one-on-ones, group coaching, and also uh, YouTube, LinkedIn. We also have a LinkedIn specific program which I run with industry leader Vivek Khandelwal. So that is something I do as well. Okay, now let me scroll through the chat. Okay. All right. There are so many questions, guys. So please excuse me if your question is not picked up. I'm finding it really difficult to scroll through this now. So what tool am I using? I'm using this tool called as StreamYard. Okay. So I'm using StreamYard to do this live. Okay. This is what I'm using. So somebody asked this, what tool am I using? So I'm using StreamYard. Okay. You can see this live on your phone as well as on your computer, right? So Abhishek has asked some question. Abhishek, I'm searching for your question. Where is your question? Okay, there's so many questions, boss. How to aim further in my career for high paced salary, education background, MBA in finance, and also did BTech. 10 years experience in finance, experience in international banking with back office settlement, middle office and front office department. Wow. How to aim further in my career for high paced salary, education background, MBA in finance. Slow paced salary, experience in international banking like back office settlement, middle office and front office department. Okay, Abhishek, why don't you send me your resume? Okay, my email ID is on the chat. Send me your resume because you have a BTech plus you have a MBA. Then you are working in a role which is international banking back office. So I'll have to think about this. Drop me an email, please. Okay, I'll try to do my best. All right. So that was Abhishek. Now I'm going to go back to the questions. Okay. Hmm. There are way too many questions. Okay, and it is seriously going to be difficult to address all of these. Okay. What is the best package for a 7 years of experience in mid-level product company? Best package for a 7 years of experience in mid-level product company. Uh, it totally depends on the skill set and the role. Okay, so unless you tell me the skill set and the role, see, whoever is asking a salary related question, the answer is not going to be specific because the salaries are all over the place. So Shreyansh, the salaries can be really different. Okay, it totally depends on skill set and the company that you're working for. I am working in a financial MNC as a data collection, and I would like to move to a different role in tech in the same company. What are the things I should look for? Working in a financial MNC as a data collection. What is data? Okay, so you need to look for internal job openings within the same company related to data. So if there is a data analyst role or a business analyst, I think data analyst is where you start, and then check the IJP internal job posting and think about what are the various skills or experiences they are asking for, and then try to learn those things in terms of data analysis. That can be your approach. What is the scope of Scrum Master? Scrum Masters are needed as of now at this moment. Bala, Scrum Masters are very much needed. I think a lot of companies hire Scrum Masters. So if you are a Scrum Master plus you have technical knowledge, then I think it's a better combination. Okay. Another question: which tool will give me more job opportunities 2028? Playwright with JavaScript or Selenium or da 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 da. In 2028, I have no idea, Harish. Ocha, Harish. Harish, I know you have sent me this question on email, so I'm going to get back to you. I thought I've seen this question somewhere. Okay. Harish, I'll get back to you, boss. Don't worry. Nah, I was surprised to see the same question again. Currently, you have 7 years of years. Java and AWS currently working with Infi. Is good idea to switch to AI ML or continue with cloud? I think it's good to continue with cloud. I don't see any problem if you're in cloud architecture. Okay, you're already into AWS and Java, so cloud is the natural thing. Is Scrum Master job dying out in the current market? I don't think so. You need somebody to govern, right? So project managers, Scrum Masters, these people will be needed to govern the entire team. So there are so many stakeholders. There is a team there working. So you need a Scrum Master to run the show. AI is not going to do that. But if you want to safeguard your interest, learn some tech stuff as well. Keep yourself updated on the tech stuff. सर मुझे डर लग रहा है कि 40 के बाद क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होगा. ओके, सो आपको बिल्कुल भी डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. 40 के बाद क्या होगा? आपको प्रिपेयर करना है. दो तीन चीजें. एक, आपको सेविंग करना है. यू नीड टू सेव मनी, इन्वेस्ट मनी वाइजली, एंड keep learning the right skills. I think that's the way to go. Don't worry too much. Okay. How is future of QA automation? I am 7 years, both manual and automation. Automation is still okay in my opinion. Manual, as I said, the demands are decreasing, but I think automation is still okay as of now. But try to see how or what kind of AI tools are being used in automation testing. Try to learn that. I'm a 37-year-old doing sales job, and I am also preparing for mobile app development Flutter, but currently I'm afraid of developing AI, so it is a good option to think about it. See, I think if you are already preparing for Flutter, I think you should do it. There is no point in worrying about what AI is going to do. Okay, you should do what is in your hands. And if you need to know the advanced technology which you should use, then drop me an email and I'll give you a detailed answer on this. But I think worrying is not a, don't worry about what is going to happen next. You are anyway in sales, so you must have thought about something before you got into Flutter, right? So stick to that. How do we get notification for your next live chat? Okay, I'll try to be a little more organized. This time I just thought I have time today, so I should do a live. So I just came on an ad hoc basis. Otherwise, I'll put it in the community tab, right? So there is a tab where you can read all of my posts on YouTube. I'll put it over there as an announcement. What is the future of translation jobs after impact of AI? Translation jobs. Sorry, I don't know. Can you elaborate what kind of translation jobs you're talking about? What are your point of view on cloud DevOps roles? I'm talking about long term. I think for cloud DevOps, I think they're going to stay. Number of openings are going to reduce, but they're going to stay. The people who are really good at it um, are the people who will survive. Full stack developer, now gap is increased to 6 months of job search. What to tell to the next company? Tell them I'm on a career break. Okay, tell them I was on a career break. Tell them Sumesh. Tell them there was some personal reason because of which you took a break. That's what you should do. Okay. Uh, Switch job for Scrum Master. How is the market? Like I said, it's okay. What are your? ये तो हो गया. I think I've covered this. Not sure if subscribers are only answered. I'm just trying to get to all the questions as much as I can. Identity engineer with 10 years experience, what should be the minimum salary? No idea, honestly. Send me your resume. Okay. All right. I think I have. So, Kish Kanti, what is your question? Somehow I don't see your question. I have 7 years of experience in end-to-end software development, da da da, worked on different particular projects, currently working in a service-based org. Want to switch to a product-based company. That's a good idea. You should do it. Look for product companies, then look for job descriptions in those companies where .NET and PHP are used, and then prepare for interviews. I think that's the way to go, Anirban. 2 years experience as research analyst in Sutherland. Recently, my project is over. Should I move to another project in the same company or move to another company? I think you should do both. One is try to move to another project in the same company because uh, your project is over, but at the same time, start to look outside. Don't just sit inside. How to improve my visibility at workplace? What tips to follow to grow quickly and get promoted in this ever-changing world? I don't know if this can happen quickly, but visibility is something which takes a lot of time. So I think there are a couple of videos which we have done on our channel for this particular thing. Please go through that. Should I purchase subscription to ask a question? Please let me know. Which subscription? No, you don't need to. I don't see your question, unfortunately. Okay, I don't know where is your question. I am in manual testing for 4 years. Should I move to data analytics field where I don't have hands-on experience in industry but self-taught? Should I move into automation testing? Wherever you can. Out of manual testing, whatever you think is your strength. Sorry, out of manual testing, if you can get into automation testing, do that. If you can get into data, do that. Manual testing, in my view, is not the place where you should stay for a very long time. Okay. 19 years in the same government company directly from a college. The firm never prepared a resume. Now I'm seeing a gap in salary. What to leave to corporate? How to start? In the same government company. So you need to look into the corporate, look at the, create a list of 10 companies, look at the roles where your government experience will be of value, and then prepare your resume. So reverse engineer that. Okay, now I'm from Singapore, 12 years of DevOps experience, interested to start a YouTube channel, DevOps based. Yes, you can definitely do that. Drop me an email if you want more information. I one question: how to move from a traditional software to AI roles? 1.5 years experience. I want to make this change. See, AI roles, you will only be able to do that if you have that in your ecosystem. So if you're working on a traditional software, one is you first of all need to learn the basics, right? So first learn Python. That should be your first step. At least learn Python or learn that tech which will be used into any of the AI ML roles. If you are done that, good. But I think that should be the first step. Okay, finally I found this question. 25 plus years in cloud, cybersecurity, and AI government in US is back to India with 54 lakhs and having difficulty to get 85 lakhs. Okay, interesting. Cloud, cybersecurity, and AI in US, Singapore. Back to India with 54 lakhs and having difficult to get 85 lakhs plus. I think you should target the right company. If you have 25 years of experience, role and company will matter. So, not all companies will be having the appetite to pay 85 lakhs, but a lot of companies will have that appetite. So, target product companies, GCCs, that should be your target. And then target roles which will involve your core skill set. I don't think this is impossible, but maybe from 54 to 85, it is. If it is not possible in one go, then you can do it in more than one go, right? From 54 to let's say 70, and then from 70 to 80, 90. Okay. All right, guys. I think it's time that we wrap it up. There are a lot of questions which went unanswered today. I'll do my best to see what I can do. I think there is one question with a super chat that I can't ignore. Uday Patel. Okay, hi Uday. First of all, you are in the US and thank you for doing a super chat. I really, really appreciate that. Your question is thinking about switching to cybersecurity. I'm in mid 30s. I'm from non IT background. A US citizen living in the US. Should I do it? Non IT background switching to cybersecurity. Should you do it? Yeah, you may, but the question is how. So the answer is yeah, you should. Why not? Cybersecurity is a good place to be, but from a non-IT to cybersecurity, how will that transition happen, Uday? That is something which is a question in my mind. I think you might have thought about it, but it is not mentioned over here. But I think it's a good idea. But at the same time, I don't know what exactly you are doing in the non-IT work, right? So, short answer is yes. You are a citizen as well, so you will have a lot of opportunities in the US. But drop me an email if you want to chat more about it, or I can just send me your resume and your thought process, so you can just get it validated from me. All right. So that was Uday. Uh, Happy to help, Uday. So, guys, I'm going to take few more questions. The last one I can see is from Piyush. After that, I think I'll have to stop because it is already 10 minutes past 11. Okay, so I'll take some questions and the rest of it, which I'm not able to answer, I will probably answer it in the community tab. Okay. Uh, Now let me take one by one. Should I do CDAC after BTech? Why? Is it because you're not getting a job? I don't know the reason why. Suggest salary I can expect 4.5 years of experience, business analyst in banking compliance and da 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 da. No, why 10 lakhs? If you are a business analyst in banking compliance, it should be more than 10 lakhs for sure. Maybe 15, 20. It depends on the type of company. I'm working as a Java Spring Boot developer, Docker. Okay. System design or agentic AI. Java Spring Boot. If you have a agentic AI project where they will involve you, try that. If you don't, and if you have a system design project, get into that. So it is not about learning. Learning you can do, but where will you gain the experience? Why will somebody give you an opportunity? So system design is also good. You can try that as well. Okay. Is it okay to switch after 1 year of experience? Yes, why not? Okay, this one I've already taken. The house is just a background, yeah. Any future in application support role? Oh, support roles, sorry, support roles are dying. Okay. I'm working as a Java Spring Boot radar. ये तो हो गया यार. How many times are you guys posting this? Okay, same question. I don't know how many times. Gap 1.3 years, PRV 2.1 production support. Should I go into full stack or data engineer field and knowledge? Go to data, I guess. Sounds logical to me, at least from what you have shared. If one has multiple offers, when is the appropriate time to inform the companies they might decide to join? Should be in last. I think you asked me this question last time also, isn't it? You should tell them as soon as possible. Okay, don't hold the decision. Tell them as soon as you've made the decision. Future support roles, I already answered. No, I don't think it's a good idea to be in support. Okay, so some people have spammed the chat entirely, and that is why I was finding it so difficult. Have patience. Okay, I think I'm not able to see the questions now. All right, something has gone wrong. So what we will do is I will get back to these questions afterwards. Okay, so I'll answer these questions afterwards in the community tab. Okay, I'll go through this and I'll put this in the chat. Okay, so there's no point in putting the same question 100 times. I will go through this and I'll put it over there. Don't worry. Okay, so I hope you know where to look for it. So there is a community tab. I will share the link of that. Okay, so this is the link of the community tab. Okay, this is where I'll put the answers to the questions that you guys are asking. All right. Yeah, this is where I'll put them. Okay, so before we log off, this is the email ID. Like I said, all the questions which I have not answered, I'll put it in the community tab. For specific questions that you have, drop me an email with your resume on this email ID. Okay. And if you are interested in joining the 1 year program, this is the link. Group program. This is not a one-on-one program. This is the link, and this is the discount code that you can use. Okay, if you are on our AI newsletter, then great. If you are not on our AI newsletter, then you can join over here at 499 rupees for the entire year. Okay, so yeah, I don't know where I pasted all of that, but thank you everyone. I think we'll catch up, and I'll answer all the pending questions in the community tab. Okay, thank you very much. Take care. Have a great long weekend. Bye bye.